guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. We are back in the garage. We're going to be working on the Redeye again. If you watched the last video when I cut the hole in the hood, we made this little custom hood for it temporarily until the other hood comes out, which by the way, it did ship. Today's Saturday. It shipped out yesterday, so we should be seeing that hood within about another week, I'd say. I was supposed to be doing the oil change that same night when we did the hood, but I didn't have enough time, so I took the car back home because the following day we had a really bad storm here. And finally, about a week later, I could get back to working on it. It's a little bit sunny outside. It is cold, but I want to give you guys another video. So I'm gonna back up the car a little bit. I'm gonna talk to you guys about the Scat Pack in a second. I'm gonna put about halfway through, and then we'll lift it up from the side and get the oil drained. The reason why I'm doing it, if you watched the last video, I told you because after you pass about 1,000 miles, it's recommended that you drain the old fluid and put some new oil in it just to clean out the old stuff in the motor and whatnot, I guess. So before we get started on that, I want to show you guys a Scat Pack, which got done at the body shop a couple days ago. As you can see, they did a really good job on it. They even restriped it for me, which I'll be redoing because it's a different shade of carbon. I don't know if you can see it from the camera, but I ordered a kit, the OEM kit that came from the dealer, and then we're gonna redo that. But it's a 2019 Dodge Charger Scat Pack with a Dynamics package. So it has the Hellcat wheels, the 6-piston Brembo brakes, just a couple nice options. Has a sunroof. So what I'll be doing with this one, I have to have it inspected by the state because of Michigan. And when you're rebuilding a car, it has to get inspected by an inspector, and then once he passes it, then it's issued a rebuild title. So I'm gonna offer it for sale, and if you follow me on Instagram, which you should, because that's where I really give out the info before I come to YouTube, I'm gonna do a giveaway if it doesn't sell within the next week, which we'll have more information on. I really want to get through the legal part of it, make sure I'm doing everything right. But it's I've been driving it for a couple days. The car runs like brand new. All the parts were replaced OEM. There's nothing on here that's aftermarket. The car was repaired at a Chrysler dealership. That's why, you know, I really take my time and spend the extra money to make sure the car gets rebuilt and done the right way. I'm not the type to take shortcuts and then just to sell something and profit more out of it. So let me show you guys under the hood. And if you remember, the airbags were deployed. I replaced those yesterday. The dash, the wheel airbag, the knee airbag, the seat belts. See these lock up now, and the pre-tensioners. Let me show you under the hood. You can't even tell it was ever hit. Looks like brand new. This one does have a Corsa performance intake. I bought it with the car, so I didn't install that. But yeah, that's the car right there. Has 18,000 miles. If you're interested in buying it before I list it up for a raffle, just DM me on Instagram, cal_SRT, same name as my YouTube, and we'll get taken care of. So I have the floor jack. I went to the shop and got a couple tools so we can get the oil change done here. And I didn't want to drive it to the shop because the roads there are horrible. So let's put these up right here. I also got some gloves. And I'm gonna pull out the Scat Pack about halfway through, and then I'll back up to 300, and then we'll get this oil change done. As you can see, it has 18,000 miles. One of the tires have low air, that's why that light is on, but I'll get that fixed. So let's go ahead and pull it out. I cleaned as much snow as possible, but there's only as much as I could do. All right, so that's out the way. Now I go back up to 300. I might clean up a little bit more, get the snow out the way, and we'll back it up. Oops, almost slipped. And we'll get this done. So while I'm cleaning the snow, I'm actually gonna let the car run. If you guys haven't done oil changes, when the car is really cold, the oil comes up like syrup and it's really hard to drain. So I'm gonna start it, let it run for about 10 minutes while I'm cleaning up the snow, and then we'll back it up and get started on this. I got the keys in my pocket. gonna keep it right over here. I'm gonna use this cardboard to sleep under so I'm not gonna get my bag dirty. And then I'll lift it up from this side because the oil filter is right over here. And we'll get this thing going. So it's about a quarter way, which should be fine, just to get that oil a little bit thin. And we are good to go. Alright guys, so here are the tools. I went to the shop and I grabbed them yesterday. I hope I got everything I need. I got my 3/8 breaker bar, 17 mil wrench, 15 mil just in case I got the wrong size. Got my oil filter, little grabbers over here. Of course, need your oil filter. And I got a claw just in case I can't reach the filter, and a 14. So let's go ahead and lift it up from the side. And we'll get the filter. Actually, I'll do the filter last. I'll get the oil drained and I'll top it off with the oil, and then we'll get the filter replaced. Alright, so I usually keep some of these empty coolant bottles around just in case, for example, I need to use them for recycling. So I'll drop this off to a nearby oil shop. They'll take it for free. They don't usually charge me. But now I'm gonna take off the filter, drain the filter out, and get the new one in and start filling it with the new stuff. Alright, so that's it. Oil filter's out. I got the new one in. I greased the gasket so it won't get stuck. I want to try and change the oil again. Now I'm gonna take off the forward jack, drop the car down, and start filling it with some oil. I got 8 quarts. I think it takes 7. I got an extra quart just in case I need some top off, and we'll see how much it takes. Alright, so I put about 7 quarts in here. The dipstick's it's reading full, but of course when you start it up, it's gonna go down because the oil filter is gonna take some. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Grab the keys, give it a start, make sure no leaks. And I don't know why people do this, but don't ever rev it after you just got done filling the oil. That's just a good way to blow your shit up. Second. Peek under there and make sure nothing's leaking. And we're good. Alright guys, I pulled the cars out. I'm gonna pull my car back in as well as my brother's. And I'm gonna take my car, the Redeye, to the car wash. Just hose it down from the outside, of course, avoiding the engine. Just to get some of the salt off and the snow that's been on it since the last time I drove it. So let's go ahead and start this thing up and then we'll get going. Sometime next week, I'll make a video on this one. I've seen you guys have been requesting it. in the comment section. But for now, we got other things to take care of. And it's really cold outside. It's 16 degrees. All right, time to go. Let's give it a cold start. Well, not cold start, let's give it a start. And then I have to head down to AutoZone to grab some microfiber towels. And we'll go down to that car wash and get it washed up. All right, guys, so that's gonna be it for today. Change of plans. I couldn't make it over to that truck wash. It was closed. And I don't want to drive to the other one because the roads are really bad. There's a lot of salt and snow on the floor. And I don't want to drive around like this. So I'm gonna end the video here. Today we got the oil change done. Got some nice fresh synthetic fluid in there. And next time I upload, we're gonna be racing the ZL1 and the Redeye. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Also stay tuned for the TRX delivery coming up next week. I got a lot of stuff coming up for you guys. So make sure to hit the subscribe button, like the video, and I'll see you guys back on the next one.